Ultimate Team. Exhibition. Online head-to-head. Entering online hub screen. You play friend. Entering invite. Tab next. Balagwella 12. Next. Play is Jenkins 1. Press options button to continue. Entering. Games. Accelerated clock option is set to 20 sec. Entering. Carolina Panthers selected. Ready. Advanced settings. Entering advanced defensive playbook. Buffett. Valj Harbaugh selected. Ready. Advanced settings. Green Bay Pack. Detroit. Atlanta. San Francisco 49ers selected. Advanced settings. Play is entering Super Baltimore Ravens. Approved apprentice selected. You have 6 Nick Bosuis, Joe Staley, Fred D. Ford, Fred Warner, Joe Staley, ability up zone view, advanced settings submenu. You have 6 ability, Val J. Harbaugh, Joe Staley, multiple, Nick Bosuis, advanced view, strict specialist selected, finesse specialist selected, unstoppable force selected, strict specialist, finesse specialist selected. You have 6 options. Nick Bosuis, Atlanta, San Francisco 49er. Entering. You suit ready.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the...
Entering. Call. X depth chart. Entering. Yes. Enter. Exit game. Resume. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Ingram. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll get it down here to the 43. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 56 to Mike. 56 to 2. You got to get the ball. Get the ball.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Snead's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be taken in at the 1. Dances by him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Here we go. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
36.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in.
Get ready.
13 yards on the play. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. What do you need?
It's the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On first down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down now, it's Ingram, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a
through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 94 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
there goes Mark Ingram. The 40, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 70 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Two times.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Now Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From the 31, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Jackson, and that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency break.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be third down.
Set, ready, set, come on. You're not ready. You're not ready.
He can run for it, and he will. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready, set.
48 to Mike. Let's get the ball. Hey, we got tight line. Go.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Garoppolo now. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Completes it to Samuel. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Watch 36. 36.
Six. Check 52.
Garoppolo now. First down throw. Out to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders. 30 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right here.
Now Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And that...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, let's get this, get this. .56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Jackson on first down. Stepping up, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 10-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Under a heavy risk and injury. So that complicates things a bit here. Jackson now. And the pressure gets to him again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So they decline it, and they choose to not give them that.